to our AIA Design Awards Gala. I am Andrew Lau, small firm architect and president-elect of the AIA New Orleans component.
My name is Jason Sorbet. I'm the beverage director for the Chloe in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Thank you for being here, Jason. Today, we're making two cocktails, one from Kansas City and one from New Orleans. And we're doing that in honor of celebrating what the AIA New Orleans component does, the best of architecture and design in New Orleans. Why are we making a cocktail from Kansas City, you ask?
I asked, why are we making a cocktail from Kansas City?
Because our guest jurors this year are from Kansas City, and they agreed to judge and evaluate our architecture based on its design merit. We couldn't do any of this without the gracious support of the Chloe, thank you,
Of course.
Republic National, and the Tulane School of Architecture. And the entire 60 minutes of this cocktail hour are graciously sponsored by SQ Dumas River. So, Jason, what the Sam Hell is in a Kansas City ice water?
So Kansas City ice water, we'll get right into making it. It's a very simple drink. Please make it in your office with your boss watching you. It's going to be 1 ounce of Seagram's gin.
Nice. Strong foundation.
Strong foundation.
Like architecture.
Here we go. Well done.
I'll be here all night.
Of Wheatley vodka, which is a vodka made by Buffalo Trace. Kind of a passion project for Harlan Wheatley, who's the master distiller from Buffalo Trace.
Vodka by a whiskey group.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. Half an ounce of triple sec. We're going to use Cointreau, which is the original triple sec. And then a half an ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice.
Did you squeeze that?
Just did.
Nice.
Off camera. And then we're going to give it a little shake. I'm going to let Andrew do the judge. Do the honors.
Make sure I'm doing it right. Both sides.
Here we go.
Finish it off.
Finish it off.
Oh, wow. I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
I see what you did there.
You got to wake it up. We're going to put about 3 to 4 ounces of Sprite or any other citrus soda, whatever your preference is, into the shaker, and then pour that over fresh ice with a lime wedge. And that is a Kansas City ice water. And while you're enjoying that, it's beautiful, I know.
Nice.
While you're enjoying that, we'll run right into the next one, which we're going to call the Porch Pounder.
Tastes just like ice water.
There you go.
Wait, did you just say the porch pounder?
The Porch Pounder. So, this is my riff on the Kansas City ice water with a little bit of New Orleans flair. Seagram's gin.
Again.
Strong foundation, just like architecture.
If you will.
A little bit of chamomile and jasmine infused Wheatley. New Orleans has a really bright spring where we get a lot of iris, chamomile, elderflower, and jasmine blooming pretty constantly.
The Confederate jasmine is unstoppable.
Half an ounce of fresh lemon juice. 1/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. We're using a 2 to 1, so it's a little bit richer. It's more sugar content. It's has a little bit more texture to it also.
My favorite.
And then half an ounce of Cointreau. Again, another true triple sec. And I will shake this one up.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
Seal your tins.
I will not quit my day job.
You start to feel it in the shoulder after a while, trust me. Yeah. All right. And we're also going to do another 3 to 4 ounces of Sprite in this one. And the magic happens after we finish the drink.
Is that when I drink it? That's the magic?
It's part of it, yeah. Now, over to the side, we have a little bit of butterfly pea tea. This is a tea coming from Southeast Asia, very similar to green tea, but normally is a really nice indigo blue color. Whenever this interacts with acid, it changes the pH level, which changes the color of it. So it pours blue, and then it turns purple.
What?
Kind of like a little purple Mardi Gras, if you will.
Or the blue of your porch ceiling.
Blue of the porch ceiling, right. It gets those really nice jewel tone colors.
Ah,
Enjoy.
nice. Why, thank you. Outstanding.
There we go.
Very nice.
Of course.
Yeah,
I'll enjoy it.
Your own later.
I'll enjoy the rest of this now.
Perfect. Nice. All right. Thank you all very much. Thank you again to the Chloe, Republic National, and the Tulane School of Architecture, and Jason, personally, for coming up with some witty banter and a wittier drink. A little witty. And thank you again for SQWMS Ripple for sponsoring the entire hour. And best of luck tonight. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Julie Babin, AIA New Orleans Board President for 2021 and partner at Studio WTA. We hope you were inspired by all the great projects featured in our Happy Hour slideshow, sponsored by SQ Dumez Ripple. I love the swag bags. Of course, the gin and vodka from our local distillery, but I also really love the reusable straws and the insulated cup in which to carry our signature drink. AIA New Orleans is thrilled to celebrate and recognize outstanding design and professional achievement in our community. We had 14 winning firms and individual winners selected from 95 entries from 25 firms. The jury was impressed by the quality of submissions, and Curtis Laub, this year's jury chair, will tell you more about how great you are later in the program. Awards will be presented in 11 categories, including design, industry, USGBC, People's Choice, and emerging professionals. We encourage you to submit your office watch party photos to our social media sites by using the hashtag NOLADA2021. We are incredibly grateful for all our sponsors whose generosity has made this evening possible, especially our presenting sponsor, AOS, and our lighting sponsor, Solus, the leading LED lighting consultant and installer in the Gulf Coast region. Thank you to our Happy Hour sponsor, category sponsor, firm admission sponsors, and as always, our sustaining sponsors, Letterman's and AOS, who continuously support the AIA's programming and mission. All of you have made this event possible. Thank you. Finally, I'm super excited to introduce our co-hosts for this evening, Violet Van Valen and Hayden Marcus Hunt III, both native New Orleanians. Violet is a local designer and avid fan of architecture. Hayden is the co-founder of a few tech startups and most recently has become a freelance app designer. He's also the great-great-grandnephew of AIA founder Richard Morris Hunt. So we're incredibly excited to have both Violet and Hayden here with us tonight. If you've made one of our signature drinks, raise your glass with me to thank and welcome our hosts for the evening, Violet and Hayden. The floor is yours.
Violet, if you could pick your favorite weapon, what would it be? Like nunchucks or throwing stars, or like a sword or bow staff or something?
No.
They have teleprompters for this thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna use them. I'm gonna improvise the whole thing.
No, don't do that. That's really chaotic.
Okay, got it. I'll improvise a little.
No, just don't improvise at all, because it's a live show.
Why is it live?
Because award shows are supposed to be live.
There's no audience. It can't be live.
I know, but Billy Crystal would never host a pre-recorded award show, so I won't either.
Violet, Hayden, why are y'all still back here? The show's already started.
What?
I forgot to tell you, the show started.
Go to commercial. Someone talk about AOS. Get your shoes on!
AOS collaborates with the design community to help create functional, beautiful, and financially responsible workspaces. We seek to be an extension of the design firm and represent them in good quality design thinking.
Our vision and our advocacy for design is what truly sets the AOS team apart.
AOS is constantly on the forefront of the latest technology, innovation, and solutions that can support whatever our clients' needs may be.
Good evening, and welcome to the AIA New Orleans Design Awards. I'm local designer Violet Van Valen, and it's always been my dream to host these awards.
And I'm Hayden Michael Hunt III. You probably recognize me from every rooftop bar, drum circle, or the Fire Festival documentary.
I know everyone was expecting me to host the show by myself. I made several social media posts about how it would just be me hosting tonight.
Well,
but
my uncle invented these awards, so.
Well, no. Hayden's great-great-granduncle founded the AIA in 1857 in New York City with 12 other men. But anyway, that's why Hayden is here tonight, which It's fine. I'm fine with it.
That and my dad said to have a summer job, so.
This is just going to take an hour or so.
Oh, well, I'm not going to tell him that.
Anyway, we're here tonight to honor New Orleans designers and architects.
And a bunch of other cool people that I personally chose.
No, stop. The winners tonight were actually chosen by a jury. Joining us now to introduce them is AIA Secretary Curtis Laub.
Curtis Laub.
Thank you, Violet and Hayden. As Secretary of AIA New Orleans, and since my firm had no projects up for awards this year, I was selected as the AIA New Orleans representative to meet with the jury prior to their deliberations to provide some New Orleans context and answer any general questions they might have about the process. This year, AIA Kansas City was selected as our jury city because of their comparable size and scale and a similar culture with a particular appreciation for good food, good music, and good times. Kansas City was also selected because they have a significant strength in sustainable design that we felt as New Orleanians we could learn from. The AIA New Orleans Design Awards Committee chose renowned architect Laura Lesniewski, FAIA Lead AP, Well AP, as the jury chair. Laura is a principal at BNIM, has practiced on both coasts, but has called the Midwest home for the past 28 years. She lends a spirit of collaboration and stewardship to her work, dedicated to pursuing the highest levels of sustainability to build thriving communities. Laura has led design teams on zero-carbon communities in Montreal and upstate New York, and has engaged with disaster recovery efforts across the country, including with rural Iowan communities after the 2019 floods. More recently, she has led projects for the U.S. State Department across the globe, emphasizing design excellence and eco-diplomacy. Closer to home, Laura has been engaged with affordable housing efforts in Kansas City. She is a graduate of MIT and UC Berkeley and co-authored Flow and The Power of Zero. Laura put together a distinguished and diverse jury of architects in Kansas City to review our city's body of work and provide thoughtful and articulate analysis. I thank each of them for taking the time to seriously consider our awards program. And now, to introduce the individual members of the AIA Kansas City jury, we'll hear from Laura Lesniewski, the jury chair.
Greetings, AIA New Orleans, from your fellow design community here in Kansas City. It was a great opportunity and a true honor to serve as your design jury this year, and frankly, a real challenge. We very much appreciated all the efforts to create forward-looking architectural solutions while authentically referencing historic scale, language, and use patterns in your city. Not easy in any context, really. We were encouraged by both the number of larger, impressive projects as well as some of the more modest ones, both in scale and cost, all of which exhibited admirable quality of design investigations and design execution, proving that good design resides in critical thinking and perseverance. Please know that there was a good, healthy debate on a number of projects. We didn't agree on everything, but did come to consensus with the final award winners. And as is often true with design awards, a critical feature of the winners was in the use of both words and imagery, whether photography or diagrams or whatever, to demonstrate the compelling story of a project. That was really ended up being critical in making the distinction at some points. We were equally impressed with the submissions for emerging professionals in both the associate and young architect categories, especially as we recognize the need to support the next generation of our profession. They bring great passion, facility, and agency to their work. We would also like to encourage AIA New Orleans to lean into the industry award that you have created. I believe that collaboration with project partners, be they on the client, design, or building teams, is increasingly critical as we address the challenges of climate change, equitable design in our communities, and both physical and mental health impacts of our work. And now a word about our jurors. Jonathan O'Neill Cole. First off, Jonathan is a founding principal of Pendulum Studio, Kansas City, Missouri-based architectural practice. It was launched in 2007 and specializes in the design of civic structures, multifamily housing, and sports facilities. Vladimir Kirstik. He's a professor of architecture at Kansas State University and is the academic programs director at the Kansas City Design Center, or what we call KCDC. And then Dan McGinn. Dan is a former co-founder of El Dorado in Kansas City and a current director of the KC office of Dake Wells. Dan's been practicing architecture in the Kansas City area for more than 30 years. He greatly values his years in New Orleans as a student of the Tulane School of Architecture and continues to create well-crafted and authentic places deeply rooted in their site contexts. On behalf of the jury, I thank you for the opportunity to serve in this capacity for your 2021 Design Awards. We congratulate the winners. Enjoy the awards program. Thank you.
Thanks Curtis and Laura.
Laura.
Stop. We'll be giving out awards of merit and honor in several categories tonight, as well as the Industry Award, Emerging Professionals Award, and the highly anticipated People's Choice Award.
Violet, you know what would win a People's Choice Award?
What?
My movie.
Okay.
I'm directing, starring, and producing my own film. It's an action film, and it's got a lot of stunts. Do you know how to do stunts? You
No.
look like you can do stunts. Do you want to do stunts?
No, I'm good. It's actually not that kind of People's Choice Award, Hayden. And I tried not to be in movies written by random men I just met, so.
That's exactly what your character would say. You're perfect.
Okay, let's give out some awards. Our first category is Master Planning and Urban Design. The award of merit goes to SQ Dumez Ripple for Miller Park.
Commissioned by the City of Chattanooga, a joint landscaping and architectural team led the planning and engagement process, with a landscape team subsequently leading the site design and architectural team designing an embedded performance pavilion. The project demonstrates the capacity for rethinking the found urban ground into meaningful public space through topographical transformation, programmatic inventiveness, and the creation of the catalytic architectural elements. The creation of an animated ground plane that morphs from the paved patterned surfaces to stepped grade changes that invite repose and inhabitation of the space, to the tactile grass lawn texture suggestive of freedom and informality, represent an appreciable design achievement in enabling and inspiring an open-ended use of a public space that is adaptable to different moments of the life of the city. Of a particular note is the pavilion design, both as strategic spatial element used to define larger urban whole, and its gravitational orientation that fixes the park's position, and as a catalytic programmatic instrument that through its functional transformability and iconic architectural presence serves as an anchor for the animation of public life in the park. The award of merit in master planning and urban design goes to SQ Dumez Ripple for Miller Park. Congratulations to SQ Dumez Ripple.
Okay, our producer is telling me that you need to announce some awards too, so why don't you take the next one?
Okay.
Get your paper.
Okay. And the honor award in master planning and urban design goes to Wagner and Ball Architecture Environment for Resilient Hampton, New Market, Creek, Water and Pilot Project. Is this just words?
Congratulations.
Resilient Hampton is a multi-phase effort that builds on integrated regional planning to direct redevelopment and address flooding, led by a holistic approach to pursue resilient solutions that layer environmental, social, and financial factors. Over time, phases addressed regional and citywide planning, resilience, partnerships with a local military base, and the design of pilot projects that create multiple benefits. The jury was impressed with the depth of research and innovation of pilot projects and appreciated community engagement to establish foundational values based on deep ties to work with water instead of shutting it out. The sense of community resilience is remarkable given the fact the sea level has risen nearly 1.5 feet in the last 100 years. This was an incredibly complex and important issue, and the study did an amazing job of demystifying the underlying challenges of where the water is coming from and in what combinations. The jury appreciated the clear translation of issues into pilot projects of varying scales. The innovation of the pilot projects contributes to this project achieving real design and planning excellence on the highest level. This work is important, visionary, risk-aware, bold, and incredibly approachable and well presented. The Honor Award in Master Planning and Urban Design goes to Wagner and Ball for Resilient Hampton, Newmarket Creek Water Plan and Pilot Project. Congratulations, Wagner and Ball.
The next award is Commercial Small Scale.
That's the thing about my action movie. There's nothing small scale about it. I mean, there is this sequence. We're going to have a zip line that'll come from the top of the building and run down through the Las Vegas Strip, but there will be a lot of small scale miniatures in that shot. So I think it'll probably be pretty cool.
Great. Sounds good. The Award of Merit goes to John C. Williams Architects for Paris Parker Salon and Spa.
The architect worked with the client to create a new salon topology which would improve upon the experience of the client. Through careful consideration and research of how the traditional salon operates, they were able to celebrate the simplicity of the process and create a unique design element that serves both the client and the employee, the salon station. The strength of the project resides in the dialogue between the existing structure and the spatial envelope it produces, and the insertion of the new program and the physical elements through which it is configured. This is most clearly evidenced in the suspended floating salon stations, which reverse sectional qualities of the space and create a shifting experiential dynamic. In doing so, the design does not only address the question of space and form, but also engages the question of the program and offers a chance to rethink the idea of a hair salon on an experiential level. Floating salon stations in themselves are an interesting study in the generation of an architectural contraption which intersects functionality and contextual operation into an ingenious object that becomes the sole means of the economy of transformative design. The consistency and the quality of the design thinking is equally extended in the design of the live-work studio, which offer appreciable sensibility in constructive exploration of relating the new program to the found space and finding the seams of their tactical misalignment to produce new architectural qualities. The Award of Merit goes to John C. Williams Architects, LLC, for Paris Parker Salon and Spa. Congratulations again, John C. Williams Architects, LLC.
I love Paris. Have you ever been?
Yeah, I've been.
Did you see that triangle thing in front of the art?
The triangle thing in front of the art?
Yeah.
Do you mean the Louvre pyramid?
I thought it was pretty tight.
It's okay. Let's give out the Honor Award for Commercial Small Scale. The winner is M2 Studio for the Beatnik.
Inspired by the Beat Generation, the hotel encourages guests to break from the standards of society, embark on a spiritual quest, and experiment with elements found in nature, just as they are. The idea was to create harmonious natural elements within the space to give guests a sense of well-being in a comfortable yet elevated atmosphere. A plunge pool, private outdoor showers, native meditation gardens, and central fire pit bring guests together to explore new things. Embedded in these experiences are themes of engaging human senses and the concept of permaculture. The property features 4 modern floating cabins complete with wet bars and private lush outdoor showers and lounge areas. The theme of senses is captured in the textures and visual impacts of materials used in each cabin and across the design of the landscape. The entrance of each individual cabin is designed to make the guest feel as if they are boarding a cruise as they embark on the journey of their stay. Whether guests are looking for a quiet place to disconnect or a new adventure, the space welcomes all. Minimal at first glance, this project really works because of some key decisions made by the designers having to do with arrival sequence and spatial layering. Site walls, pool, landscape, fence, paved walk, ramps are all part of a thoughtful system to help guests feel a transition from parking spot to a new experience. You've only traveled 50 feet, but you feel like you're in a truly different place. The arrangement of the 4 cabins and relationship to the pool would seem to encourage a little micro-community, chance meetings, and friendships. The detail of the cabins, detached and floating, separated by the ramps, is executed well, with lighting and use of fabric to help the community space transition to night and turn into a magical space. It's all in the details: frameless glass, minimized trim, color dash in the curtains, height of site walls, outdoor showers, minimal pool detailing. It all contributes to a cohesive idea that transforms the notion of 4 cabins into an elevated experience in a temporary community. The jury especially liked the beatnik name as a reference to the idea of beatitude, a place that tees up a straightforward and slow-paced experience of the senses, somehow tucked into our busy world. Not easy to do, but looks like they really pulled it off. The honor award for commercial, small scale goes to M2 Studio for the beatnik. Congratulations, M2 Studio.
I met a beatnik once at Burning Man. Have you been to Burning Man? You've got to go to Burning Man. So I met this beatnik. And at Burning Man, they have all these installations. And this guy was standing in front of a 50-foot hairball with a comb. And he said something I will never forget. He said, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise.
Okay, well, that's from Les Miserables.
I'm pretty sure his name was not Rob. It was Bernie, which I thought was funny. Bernie at Burning Man.
Our next category is interior architecture. The Award of Merit goes to Bell Butler Design and Architecture for Bauer.
Dating back to Bienville's founding of New Orleans, the area between Canal Street and Felicity, now the Lower Garden District neighborhood, was retained for vegetable gardens. As the Lower Garden District developed, urban gardens remained a common feature. In the early 19th century, the area was once home to many bowers, or planted iron trellises creating walkways and paths through the urban gardens. The design of the space was inspired by these historic bowers and was interpreted with reclaimed steel windows to create a defining ceiling feature that organizes the space and provides an ample plant canopy. Built-in seating ensures an efficient floor plan for the small dining room, with cozy private niches tucked into the storefront and living finishes in durable waxed canvas. The materials are warm and approachable with abundant integrated plant life as a nod to the veggie-forward cuisine and farm partnership. The jury liked the idea that the veggie-forward menu helped inform the design, which used plants to help define and enliven the space and the balance between refined materials and a New Orleans courtyard. Things grow so easily in New Orleans. There's almost a bit of a subversive aspect here. The plants are invading, but in a good way. The efficient floor plan organized around the central planter, combined with storefront seating, made every seat in the small restaurant feel like the place to be. The plants felt integral to the design, part of a thoughtful material palette, not an add-on. If Adolf Loos would have designed a fern bar in the 1970s, it might look like this: an appreciation of materiality, a balance of warm and cool. There's an easiness to this place that belies the rigor of its design. Great job. The Award of Merit in Interior Architecture goes to Bell Butler Design and Architecture for Bauer. Congratulations, Bell Butler Design.
Interior Architecture has another award of merit. It goes to Campo Architecture and Interior Design for the AC Hotel Little Rock downtown.
2 adjacent historic buildings make up the site for this complex adaptive reuse project. The first building, circa 1923, is a 5-story structure designed in the Beaux-Arts style, featuring intricate terracotta exterior accents. The second building, circa 1946, is a 3-story structure with a modern exterior, featuring horizontal bands of glass block and concrete. Both buildings previously functioned as office space with ground floor retail, yet both sat vacant and unmaintained. The first of its brand in the state, the hotel design is strikingly contemporary, in strong contrast to the historic nature of the buildings. Existing historic features were preserved and restored throughout the space, then juxtaposed with new design elements showcasing the brand's European modern style. The result is a sleek guest appearance of old meets new, and the unification of buildings from different decades into one cohesive complex. The first of its brand in the state, the hotel design is strikingly contemporary, in strong contrast to the historic nature of the buildings. Existing historic features were preserved and restored throughout the space, then juxtaposed with new design elements showcasing the brand's European modern style. The result is a sleek guest experience of old meets new, and the unification of buildings from different decades into one cohesive complex. The jury liked the use of texture and color to contrast existing conditions, the dark geometric accents in tile that contrast the white base palette, and the material warmth contributed by wood furniture, cabinetry, and shelving. The design solution, the contrast of the interior with the existing historic deco building facade, felt very balanced. In addition, the interior lighting solution throughout seems to contribute to the warmth of the interior spaces that the jury found quite pleasing. There seems to be total concealment of ductwork and mechanical systems. Overall, the design solution for the project felt very elegant, certainly successful at delivering the feeling of a high-end experience. The Award of Merit in Interior Architecture goes to Campo Architecture and Interior Design for AC Hotel Little Rock Downtown. Congratulations, Campo Architecture and Interior Design.
I stayed in a Rock Hotel. My buddy CJ and Chaz. Tucson, I think.
Okay. Great. Our next category is small scale.
Again?
This is a different small scale.
You know, I think right now would be the best opportunity for us to scout locations for my movie.
Well, we're giving out awards, so
What awards?
We're giving out awards in architecture and design.
Right now?
Yes, now.
Well, then what better way to appreciate architecture and design than to scout locations for my movie?
We can't just leave.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, all right. The honor award for small scale goes to Albert and Tina Small.
Can't get out that way.
Center for Collaborative Design for Gander Point. Hayden, come back here.
An outdoor room, pier, and pathway that provide gathering space and connect active soccer fields with one of City Park's picturesque lagoons. This project provides public space adjacent to a beautiful lagoon waterfront, typically inaccessible to the public due to tall vegetation at the water's edge. The new outdoor gathering area frames natural vistas, provides a space for families and groups to get together and enjoy the natural setting, and allows for intimate waterfront access for fishing, birding, and contemplation. The jury thought the strongest aspect of the project is its overall design cohesion, where the guiding conceptual ideas are systematically and organically translated into critical design decisions, and the choice of the economy of means in manipulating construction material and detailing. The project is also a compelling exercise in placemaking that transforms an undifferentiated location into a place which binds two heretofore unrelated conditions, the park and the lagoon, to create a unique experience and an opportunity for inspiring inhabitation. Despite its modest scale, the project demonstrates innovative design thinking that creatively relates formal and structural elements which, through distilled economy of means, produce unique design solutions such as suspended observation deck. Overall stylistic and formal restraint and the studied relationship of the constituting elements engenders a seamless aesthetic whole which is made even more relevant by its contextual relationship to its site. The strength of the project's excellence is further supported by the fact that its conceptual and programmatic generation is based in the extensive participatory process which was used as a tool to arrive at a shared design solution. The honor award in small scale goes to the Albert and Tina Small Center for Collaborative Design for Gander Point. Congratulations, the Albert and Tina Small Center for Collaborative Design. Okay, it looks like I'm taking over. The next category is Commercial Large Scale. An honorable mention award goes to Framework by Bell Butler Design and Architecture. Framework proposes a new way to build within residentially scaled and historically rich urban streetscapes. The typical typology of a large commercial building with driveway access to rear yard parking would not be in support of the community-driven and proudly walkable Lower Garden District neighborhood. Instead, the programmatic elements were split between two separate structures and joined by a gracious entry court that allows public access to a rear courtyard. The entrance court breaks up the mass of the development to better mesh with the scale of surrounding structures. It also allows for great daylight opportunities and adds vitality to the experience of the rear units. The idea of layering a rich exterior experience between the curb and the tenant entrances aligns with the tradition and spirit of the Lower Garden District. The jury was drawn to the innovative planning aspect of the development, using a pedestrian entrance court to achieve multiple goals in an established Lower Garden District neighborhood. The decision of the design team and the developer to sacrifice leasable square footage to achieve this pedestrian zone is appreciated, quality over quantity. The jury also liked how the restrained and well-detailed white boxes supported connectivity between the tenants. Each tenant has its own personality and branding, but they share a common language that contributes to the entire development feeling like a community place. The development feels respectful to the ever-developing urban streetscape of the Lower Garden District neighborhood. Aside from providing a variety of engaging uses, the overall vibe is subdued and timeless. The honorable mention in Commercial Large Scale goes to Bell Butler Design and Architecture for Framework. Congratulations to Bell Butler Design and Architecture. Moving right along, our next category is Multifamily Residential. An honorable mention award goes to The Julia at St. Charles by Trapolin Pier Architects and Woodward Design Group. Located directly across from the historic Julia Row in the New Orleans Warehouse District, a former parking lot and garage is transformed into a 5-story mixed-use development. The building includes ground-floor retail space fronting 3 pedestrian corridors, as well as parking and amenities for 198 residential units. Balconies on the 2nd floor take advantage of the bustling street life, while 5th-floor terraces offer downtown views, scaling the building to its surroundings. The overall scale and complexity of this project is balanced by the use of a kit of parts that provides unity in the design solution. The jury was impressed with the care taken to respect the historical nature of the site while staying in context with the adjacent buildings. The jury also loved the use of the glass hyphens to break up the building mass and found the facade diagrams very helpful in understanding the thought behind the 3 separate facade treatments, as each appropriately responds to adjacencies. The careful thought that went into the preservation of the existing historic carriage house was a significant nod to the past that the jury enjoyed. This challenge, as described in the project narrative, created an opportunity for storytelling that the jury saw as an important piece of the larger picture. At the building interior, the jury also enjoyed the emphasis placed on natural light penetrating each unit of the buildings. The illustrated daylighting studies were helpful proofs in concept that reinforced the thoughtfulness in the design of the 3 facades, used as datums that wrapped the street-facing exterior. The incorporation of courtyards that provide a secure exterior core for tenants within the overall building massing was smart and clearly a desirable amenity. The contrast and color scheme between the outward-facing facade and the inner courtyard-facing facade was also intriguing. The departure from historic brick and stone to a more monochromatic field material with accents in blue offered eye relief that was refreshing. The honorable mention in multifamily residential goes to Trappel & Pier Architects and Woodward Design Group for the Julia at St. Charles. Congratulations to Trappel & Pier Architects and Woodward Design Group. Our next category is single-family and two-family residential. An honorable mention goes to Fairgrounds Camelback by Studio BKA Architects. Overlooking the fairgrounds in the Esplanade Ridge neighborhood of New Orleans, the program included guest bedroom, half bath, a model train enthusiast's workshop which sits on the 2nd floor, and a semi-private cedar-wrapped porch for a long-term rental in the other half of the shotgun double. The design is recognized for ingenious response to the very restrictive conditions, from the size of the lot to the request for the minimal, in reference with the existing structure, as well as the management of the very limited budget. In doing so, the project has succeeded to create both an original solution and make a strong tie to the indigenous housing typologies, offering a sense of belonging imbued with a profound concern for the quality of life shared by different parties. There is certain matter-of-factness that uplifts this design, where all difficult design decisions seem to fall seamlessly into place, producing a very unassuming yet profoundly thoughtful solution that elevates the entire collage of the new and old into a new and unsuspected architectural quality. This further extends into choice of materials, their manipulation, and the generation of architectural details. This project offers a wonderful example of a genuine work of architecture forged out of a series of potential impossibilities. The honorable mention in single-family and two-family residential goes to Studio BKA Architects for Fairgrounds Camelback. Congratulations to Studio BKA Architects. Also in the category of single-family and two-family residential, another honorable mention goes to Verrett Street Residences by Collectivo. Small lots in historic contexts provide an opportunity to tinker with typologies. This project starts with a Creole cottage form and makes the most of the volume while introducing carves into the building to bring in light and create porch and courtyard spaces. The house was designed for first-time home buyers, and a focus on pairing ease of construction with inventive design was a core component of the project identity. The home is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath prototype, which can function as a single-family home or can be easily converted into a duplex with a 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom unit. The prototypical design is replicated on the adjacent lot to create a duet of contemporary cottages. The jury appreciated the challenge of designing for such constrained lot sizes and respects how this project demonstrates the power of design to strengthen a neighborhood by addressing otherwise blighted substandard lots in the city. The thoughtful carving away from the primary mass of the structure provides a variety of space types both inside and out. Each of these moves also provides significant access to daylight throughout the home. The diagrams and storytelling helped illuminate both the design challenge and the multifaceted nature of the solution. The honorable mention in single-family and two-family residential goes to Colectivo for Verrett Street Residences. Congratulations to Colectivo.
Oh my God, Hayden, it took forever to find you.
And the student has become the master.
What?
Think fast.
What is this?
This is the perfect space to rehearse the sword fight for my action movie.
No, Hayden, we have so many more awards to give out. We're rolling right now. We're live. I don't know why I wanted to do a live show, but okay. The next award is for Unbuilt Architecture. The award of merit goes to Trahan Architects for Luther George Park.
Designed in collaboration with landscape architects, the park is conceived as a connective gateway, bridging the active corridor of a greenway with Main Street life. Set along a creek in a downtown district, the park fosters healthy community engagement by providing a sustainable venue for recreation, play, and outdoor performances. The Performance Pavilion is located on the park's central axis. The dynamic form twists and straddles the pathway to form an inviting gateway into the park. Fronting the Great Lawn, the pavilion will host performances of up to 3,000 people. The shell leans back toward the earth, fronting the small lawn, which enables small events like movie night in the park to occur for 50 to 100 people. This innovative dual-sided arrangement is achieved by integrating all of the performance power and theatrical rigging into the shell, allowing for a myriad of flexible uses. When not hosting a performance, the shell acts as a shade canopy, welcoming the community to gather beneath its sculptural wing-like form. A curving ramp and earth berm along the stage's back edge seamlessly blend the platform with the landscape, providing everyone with equal access. The jury enjoyed the contrast between the organic vertical shape of the pavilion, liked the countered lawns for seating in lieu of hardscape, and the minimal use of hardscape. When hardscape was used, it was executed in one strong axis that bisected the pavilion. They appreciated the incorporation of technology hidden within the pavilion structure, the contrast in color between the pavilion form and the natural landscape that surrounded it, and the ability to project digital content on the pavilion form. Flexibility to accommodate different size events depending on what side of the pavilion guests are on, 3,000 at the large scale and 50 to 100 at the small scale, was appreciated. This feature or amenity suggests the ability to create intimacy for the viewer as they engage the structure. This is very desirable for public assembly. The jury also appreciated the forethought of considering how the vertical aspect of the structure promotes shade from viewers. The jury really liked the idea of equal access for all. The award of merit in unbuilt architecture goes to Trahan Architects for Luther George Park. Congratulations, Trahan Architects.
Our next award of merit for unbuilt architecture goes to SQ Dumez Ripple for the Ecotone. Okay, what is that, Hayden? What are you doing?
Oh, I heard the winner was Ecotone, which reminded me of my ska band.
The Ecotone by SQ Dumez Ripple. In late 2017, Metals in Construction magazine announced the brief for the Next Generation Facade Design Competition. This submission proposes the Ecotone, a highly spatialized facade that creates a diverse community of occupiable spaces that work in concert to blend and integrate exterior and interior environments, offering a variety of microclimates. Knowing that occupant health and satisfaction are driven by a heterogeneity of conditions and choice in comfort, we offer a diverse collection of zones with varying degrees of atmospheric conditions. This project prompted a robust conversation amongst the jurors. While some considered it inappropriate and too far-reaching, others found it to be a compelling and very appropriate investigation into the future of architecture. Considering the building skin to be a liminal space rather than an envelope or skin or barrier is an important consideration for truly designing with nature, breaking down the barriers between inside and out by having the built and natural environments working together. The exploration of building layers and the illustrations of design thinking was clear. The incorporation of the WELL standard also addresses the important aspects of both mental and physical health through design. This is a perfect example of unbuilt design thinking that could very well influence the world of built work. The award of merit in unbuilt architecture goes to SQ Dumez Ripple for the Ecotone. Congratulations, SQ Dumez Ripple.
Violet, this isn't fair.
The award show is getting a little too distracted.
Well, I'm mad now, and those are my things.
Our next category is civic institutional. The honor award goes to SQ Dumez Ripple for the home building at Thaden School.
Hey, V-Town, have you ever been institutionalized? 'Cause my
No.
buddy Chaz wasn't. It's not as bad as you think.
The home building is a central link at Thaden School, a new high school campus in Bentonville, Arkansas. The building takes visual cues from the region itself, with board and batten facades and all-wood construction incorporating the beauty of local vernacular architecture. A concept to the school's overarching campus is that of indoor-outdoor relationships. This concept is embodied in the concept of site planning for the home building. As the central space supporting the school's meals program, a combined culinary education and natural sciences pedagogy, the home building sought to challenge default ideas of consumption and production. Students take classes in a state-of-the-art teaching kitchen, one of the truly unique spaces in the home building, one that deeply espouses the school's learning by doing mantra. The jury said, there are a lot of things to like about this project, especially within the context of the entire campus. First off, there is a clear partie and overall execution of the vision for this school. The integrated design for the entire campus is thoughtful and clearly supports the pedagogy of the campus. Interconnections within the campus and with the community are visible and powerful. The home building itself is simply beautiful, made even more compelling by the vernacular references and elegant style. The forms are simple but elegant, powerful but not overwhelming. The integration with the landscape is compelling and unforced. It all seems to naturally flow from indoors to out and back again. It is clearly an architecture that encourages learning through experiences and a healthy lifestyle in the community. Exceptional work. The jury loved it. Immediate Honor Award winner. The Honor Award in Civic Institutional goes to SQ Dumez Ripple for the home building at Thaden School. Congratulations, SQ Dumez Ripple.
You think I'm going to bleed money? Well, that is not how I run my business!
And then I bring out the swords, but not to use them as a distraction, because that's when you stand up and you start flinging throwing stars at the accountant. And then we both run, jump out the window, land in the Maserati.
Okay, so this movie's called Tomorrow's Not Today, and it's based on your real life?
My dream life. In real life, I have dreams, Violet. This is that dream.
Okay, can we get back to the awards now?
If you want.
Okay. Our next category is historic preservation, restoration, and adaptive reuse. The honor award goes to Traplin Pier Architects for Sazerac House.
Ooh, Sazeracs. V, we should get some Sazeracs.
We're not.
V-Town, let's get loose.
This is as loose as I get.
Sazeracs.
Sazerac House, located on the edge of the French Quarter, is an immersive visitor destination experience that showcases the Sazerac Company's legacy brands while redeveloping an important intersection in downtown New Orleans. The project merges two late 19th century buildings, bringing the buildings out of a 30-year vacancy. Essentially, three projects in one, interactive exhibits, micro-distillery, and office space, the buildings were renovated from top to bottom, utilizing historic tax credits. The resulting six-story, 51,987 square foot complex houses 3 floors of visitor-focused venues, retail, exhibits, and demonstration distillery areas, a 4th floor event space, plus 5th and 6th floor offices for the Sazerac Company. Employing an archaeological approach to design, the project includes a mix of restoration, repurposed salvaged elements, and complementary new interventions. Interior design carefully avoids historicism, engaging overtly contemporary methods and materials, yet evoking 1880s architecture that integrates the brand's history into the building itself. The jury appreciated the presentation of this project, including the clarity of historical research and storytelling of existing conditions, retrofit approach, key programmatic components, material reuse, restoration, and brand integration. Each design decision was clearly intentional and deeply connected to the whole. From large programmatic moves to the very detailed restoration moves, it all comes together into a coherent and respectful restoration of originally beautiful but since abandoned structures in New Orleans. The jury also appreciated the detailed documentation of the building, which informed the design, and loved the restoration approach to key components, including the facade, staircase, and reuse of bricks and wood. Also, the integration of new building systems into an old building while not sacrificing the historic nature of the original. Looks like a great place to visit or work. The Honor Award in Historic Preservation goes to Traplin Pier Architects for Sazerac House. Congratulations, Traplin Pier Architects.
Ooh, are we getting Sazeracs?
No. I just thought that while we're sitting at a table, I'd lay some coasters out.
Why?
Because I design coasters. I have an Etsy shop, and I just thought, people could see them in action and maybe be inspired to make a purchase. What?
I don't know, Violet. That seems pretty self-serving.
I'm self-serving.
Yeah, why don't you let me take the next award? Our next award is the Industry Award for Landscapes. Congratulations to the winner, Spatman, Mossop, Michaels, for Framework.
This submission highlighted the landscape architect partner, Spatman Mossop Michaels, on the design team of the Framework project. The compelling part of this submission is how this design team member creatively engaged in an integrated way with the architect and other team members. In other words, they were a strong industry partner critical to successful results on this project. As described in the submission, Spackman Mossop Michaels' involvement was critical to positive integration of design strategies, which no doubt contributed to thoughtful outside spaces and stormwater management strategies. The jury encourages AIA New Orleans members to support other industry partners through this award to elevate the attention on integrated teams and integrated design. The industry award for landscape goes to Spackman Mossop Michaels for framework. Congratulations, Spackman Mossop Michaels.
So this is the part where our characters are trapped. But are we? We're not. Because I'm going to do a spin move, and then I'm going to push this brick, and it's going to reveal a secret passageway.
I told you that we needed to do the Emerging Professionals Award, and you promised me that this was the perfect place for it.
It is. Because they're emerging professionals. And we're emerging from our prison that your character got us trapped in.
Okay. You know what? We are running out of time, so I guess I'll just announce the awards from down here.
The Associate Award goes to Kelsey Wotilla.
The jury wholeheartedly supports the Associate Award for Kelsey Wotilla. We were particularly struck by the description that in 2 short years, Kelsey has gone from a seeker to a speaker, from someone asking questions to one sought out for answers. This is so critical for the challenge of climate change, especially acute in cities such as New Orleans, and Kelsey's leadership within the AIA New Orleans 2030 Committee. We also appreciate how Kelsey is connecting important research with the practice of architecture and Kelsey's youth outreach through Project Pipeline as both exemplary and critical for our profession, just to name a few impressive aspects of her submission for this award. Congratulations, Kelsey Wotilla.
You know, if you're going to keep saying hurtful things, I'm going to leave your character in prison.
This whole show is a prison. No, we have another. Oh, we're rolling. Okay. Great. We're still on. Wonderful. Our next award is the Young Architect Award. Congratulations to Jessica Walker.
Congratulations, Jessica.
No, you are not getting out. I'm getting out of here first. Move!
The jury selected Jessica Walker because of her sheer breadth and depth of accomplishments within the young architect timeframe. We emphasized that because we actually had to confirm that Jessica fell within the 10-year criteria of this award, her submission was that impressive. To identify just a few key aspects of Jessica's submission that attracted the jury: dedication to AIA, serving in multiple capacities and spheres throughout the trajectory of her career within our professional organization, service to others both inside and outside AIA, entrepreneurial spirit and experience exhibited in her professional career to date, and deep respect for Jessica held by her supporters. Congratulations, Jessica Walker.
So it turns out Violet is a little claustrophobic and didn't seem to enjoy our last location, which is perfect for the dungeon scene, like I've been saying. So I'm gonna have to do the rest of the award show by myself.
Good luck.
I don't need luck, because I don't have to say anything. Because the next award is being presented by Sydney Taylor with the U.S. Green Building Council. Take it away, Sydney.
Hello, my name is Sydney Taylor, and I am speaking to you as chair of the U.S. Green Building Council of Louisiana. I am also an interior designer at Greenleaf Lawson Architects. Each year, our board has the pleasure of surveying the previous year's projects through the lens of sustainability, energy efficiency, and resilience. I'd like to first take a moment to commend the entire field of practicing architects in AIA New Orleans for such a high standard of design and innovation. Our Green Design Award for this year goes to Greenway Apartments. The project saved and repurposed the old two-lane industrial laundry building. The apartments featured exposed truss ceilings and in-unit outdoor spaces, as well as bike storage. Infiltration basins along the sidewalk were well designed. The roof's runoff is captured in large cisterns near the entrance of the front terrace. This project doesn't just manage the stormwater, but it exalts it with the use and placement of these vessels. A key sustainable aspect of the project is the renovation of a building along the city's primary bicycle corridor. The Lafitte Greenway has provided stimulation that has contributed to the area's Whole Foods and Broad theaters. Thank you to all the designers and builders who prioritize sustainability. And thank you to AIA for this annual award ceremony partnership with USGBC Louisiana.
Well, I'm glad you decided to join us, Violet. Back here in the theater, just like you wanted.
Yes, well, I have anytime minutes with my therapist, so she told me not to let you ruin this for me.
Well, my therapist said the same thing about you. He said, don't let her ruin your movie.
Okay, great. Why don't we just get to our final award for the evening? It's the highly anticipated People's Choice Award. What are you doing? What is that?
What?
What are you doing?
People's Choice Award.
This is the People's Choice Award?
No, this is...
What are you doing?
It's the symbol. It's architectural. It's a church. Here's the steeple. Open it up. There's all the people. Architecture, steeple, people. You're just not getting it.
Unlike the previous awards, which were determined by a jury of 4 from Kansas City, the People's Choice Award is awarded by a plurality vote from locals. With a commanding 41.4% of the vote, the winner of the People's Choice Award is Fairgrounds Camelback by Studio BKA Architects. Congratulations, Studio BKA Architects.
We want to thank all of our sponsors and everyone who made tonight possible.
And congratulations to all the winners.
This has been an amazing year for architecture and design. I know I can't wait to see what 2022 has in store for us.
And speaking of the future, make sure you check out my film, Tomorrow's Not Today, in December of 2022. And guess what, Violet?
What?
You got the part.
I don't want it.
Good night, everybody.
This past year, we've spent a lot of time indoors, looking inwards and reflecting on ways to create a better world and more sustainable future. I'd like to encourage all of you to join the 2030 commitment. Thanks to past President Terry Dreyer, the number of signatory firms in Louisiana has almost doubled from 9 to 16 firms over the last year and a half. But we need more of you to commit. Let's elevate our profession and directly combat the effects of global climate change. We have an enthusiastic and engaged 2030 committee that is happy to walk you through the process, share resources, and provide mentorship. I implore you and challenge you to sign the commitment. Let's triple our state's firm signatories by 2022. We've seen thoughtful, inspiring projects tonight, and I'm grateful to be able to gather, even virtually, to celebrate good design together. Many thanks to our board of directors, our AIA New Orleans staff, Amber Wallace-Howell and Brandon Myers, and our 2021 Design Awards Committee, Terry Dreyer, Steve Rome, Andrew Lyles, Peter Spira, Alec Adamick, and Curtis Lobb. You've made tonight possible. Thank you to our awesome team at FatHappy Media. You've made filming fun, even for us stiff architect-y types. We are also grateful to the Contemporary Arts Center for opening their beautiful space to us. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. Your support is what makes this event a success each and every year. Special thanks to Grace Blakeman and Matt Owens, aka Violet Van Valen and Hayden Hunt. In closing tonight's program, I'd like to again congratulate all the award winners. Thank you to everyone watching, especially our members. Good night.